always, I'm joined by my two bosom buddies, Glitch. Say hello, Glitch.
What
Glitch is
up?
the only man I know who watches my love story 400 times a week. You know he loves it like that. To be fair, good
I'm
romance
at
anime.
episode 22. Or 20, one of those two.
The only man I know who has a... Well, let's not go into that. Copley?
Too confidential.
10-inch cock. Who's going to say 10-inch cock? Glitch has a 10-inch cock.
Glitch does not have a 10-inch cock. Glitch has a 13-inch
Listen.
cock.
Jesus.
Oh.
And my boy Jimmy, who is guest starring this week. Jimmy is what you would call a weeaboo Jedi master. He is like the Yoda to all of our Luke Skywalkers. Jimmy, during my high school days, whenever I was first getting back into anime, after years and years of not getting into anime and being just a pleb of reading comic books, Jimmy recommended me quite a few anime, and then he recommended me Gonna Be the Twin Tails, so Jimmy can go to hell for that. But Jimmy also has seen just about every anime under the sun, read every manga, and is probably playing a hentai game as we speak. Jimmy, introduce yourself.
He would slowly rub my head and tell me I'm a good
You know
boy.
me. Playing visual novels, hentai games, watching hentai, everything. That's me. Ya boy.
He's probably doing all of
Jimmy.
that right now while talking to us.
I also am.
He's probably mastering the art.
Hey, homie, he's got one hand going, and 1 foot going. He's got like no game, no life levels of talent.
Listen,
Jimmy,
Jimmy showed me his ways. And I'm his Darth
Go
Maul
ahead.
when it comes to hentai.
Well, Jimmy, is there any anime that you're currently watching, any seasonals that you really enjoy? And you can go ahead and leave your mic on to those this time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so we got the Tower God. It's it starts out slow, you know. Starts out super slow. Animation
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that one.
is a little
Looks
bit
good.
is a little bit, you know, you wouldn't call it weird. It's unique. I've read the webtoon on it. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. You know, if you're
A
planning
lot of
on
people are
watching,
calling it
but
Tower of Simp, where
definitely.
he's simping for one girl, and that's the reason he's tackling
Oh yeah.
a god tower.
Tower of Simp.
Well, again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know, it's gonna get really good here, really soon in the next episode or so.
What does he describe to Rachel's OnlyFans?
Yeah. Rachel's on this thing.
You and the OnlyFans, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, OnlyFans is funny. Shut the fuck up. That's a comedy goldmine.
Oh shit.
I wouldn't pay money for that shit if you paid me. That's the reason hentai dojins exist. And on my level
I thought I
simps.
turned that off.
What, hentai dojins? You better
Yeah.
not turned them off.
No, this is statement text to speech.
Has anybody here watched Princess Connect Redive? I think is what it's called.
Nope.
Princess what?
Princess Connect Redive. This guy gets reincarnated somehow, and like he's a dipshit because he's lost all his memories, and this goddess who is broken. I've only watched the first episode, mind you, but this goddess who is broken can't like help him and shit because she needs to heal herself. Well, he sends him to live with this elf lolly who is her follower, so that the elf lolly can help him. And it seems pretty good. It follows them and
Yeah,
some
yeah,
sword
yeah.
princess with huge jugs and a not very well rounded mind. To put it nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
kind of
it's pretty alright. It's one of the better ones this season.
But is there goblin?
I mean, not yet. There ain't. Give it time.
Listen.
I mean, there's not much
Not
going on
everything can
this
be Goblin
season.
Slayer.
You know, due to the
Goblins.
Corona shit going on. There's not really a whole lot going on this season, sadly.
Yeah.
This would probably a pretty decent season had this garbage not going on, you know. Thanks, Corona.
Listen,
Yeah,
I was supposed to go
yeah.
to one hell of a concert. Cares about the anime.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
care more
channel
about
back.
the anime. I need more anime.
It'll come.
I need anime at all hours of the day. If I'm not weebing in one way or another, I need to weeb in another. Come on now.
It'll all return someday. I'm not gonna say soon, because who knows? But
I swear to God, you said someday, and my first thought was a Sugar Ray song that I really enjoy. When my life has passed me by. Good song. Jimmy, are there any more that you had your on that's, anime, not this season, that are pretty decent?
Alright, so let me go ahead and
Jimmy?
let me go ahead and assure you that there's a bunch of good anime this season.
Hello?
he's talking.
He's talking.
Oh.
What?
You,
I'm talking.
apparently Chris can't hear you.
I couldn't hear him for a second.
Really?
I said, Jimmy, is there any other anime you've had on your eye this season?
Oh, of course. There's here coming out soon, Crunchyroll original. Again, by the way, it's called not Tower God. We just talked about that. God of High School.
Fucking
It
clown.
is a Martial. You listen here, you little.
Come on. Get the cock out of your mouth and say it.
You're so loving.
No,
Love you,
Can you
I'm
tell
a good
these
boy
two are
today.
best friends?
But yeah,
Best friends.
God of High
I
School.
love it.
It's coming out. It's gonna be good. It's martial arts. There's a little bit of fantasy too, of course. Got
That
some
sounds cool.
romance in there. Everybody loves some nice romance.
I'm a sucker for good romance. Absolute sucker. I hate to admit it,
Everybody.
but
Everybody likes a good romance. Who cares?
I'm a grown ass
He's a
man.
good sucker for
I
his
enjoy.
cock, too.
I enjoy some good romance. I really do. And only when it's yours, Copley.
Yeah.
Yeah, God of High School's coming out. They did have a Violet Evergarden movie coming out, but it's been since been delayed, because of Rona, sadly. Rest in peace, Violet Evergarden movie, maybe one day.
Can't win.
Just today, I'm pretty sure the second season of ReZero came out. It's called ReZero, the Frozen Bond, I believe. Yes, let me double check
Yeah.
just to make sure. I'm pretty sure. That's
Who's
what I
ready
read
for
just
some
now.
eternal sadness, boys? Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Who's ready to not be able to feel for a month? Who's ready to curl up into a ball and wonder why there's even happiness in the world when
Yes,
there's
the
nothing
Frozen
unless it's go?
Bond just launched on Crunchyroll. Yes,
Who's ready to play a
it
new game
did
of
in
Twister?
fact.
Even though
Cops,
they
no.
said that
God.
they
Twister.
delayed it because of the Rona.
Yeah,
The new
it
season
got
comes out
delayed.
today.
And, yep.
I didn't think it was
Well, that's
ReZero.
nice.
Not delayed. They're good.
Well, I mean, they had that
Goblin
thing where- Well,
Goblin
they had
Slayer
that thing where they
and
were,
Shield Hero.
they were doing the thing. It was all the shit that they missed from the manga. So,
Yeah,
there's
so that's
that.
at ReZero, second season. Go watch it. Highly recommend it.
Oh,
Well, Reincarnated Slime
Is
2
anybody-
is also supposed to be coming out, ain't it?
Well, no, right now
Yeah,
they're
they
just doing
did.
OVAs
That'll be
until this Rona shit
October.
depends. It's only OVAs.
I'm pretty sure
until
it's
then,
supposed to be a
sadly.
movie.
I haven't
too.
heard anything. Yeah, I
Well, I've
haven't
heard that
anything
they're
about
just
the
doing an OVA this
slime
season, which I
season
mean, I'm
2.
kind of tired of their OVAs. I mean, the beach one was alright, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm kind of tired of OVAs.
Listen, anytime,
It's bitch too much.
anything with slime, is good.
God dear.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything with that ogre girl with the purple hair is good. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
She's a baby girl.
Oh yeah, that's your waifu. Oh yeah.
Ogre
I mean-
Princess, come the fuck on.
I mean, the princess is fire. Don't get me wrong, princess. She's nowhere near as good as the chick with the giant two-handed sword. She's yeah.
You're forgetting the best girl of the whole show, and that's Dragon Tempest.
Jesus.
I
I like how
can hear
the chick.
pain in his
I like how
voice.
the chick who is the other reincarnated girl gets no love. Nobody's all like, yeah, she's best girl. I mean, she's literally Rimaru's wife.
I am the
Nobody else
hero.
says best girl. Her name starts with a Y.
She went out like a bitch. Spoilers.
Can we not with spoilers? We need to like give these people something to watch. We need to not spoil shit. 'Cause if we spoil it, we the assholes.
Shit didn't go out like a lot. Watch the show.
Thank you, Copley. Very, very inspirational.
I'm also
You are my
a
rock.
liar.
That you are.
Jimmy's a
I
clever
can't wait
man.
for Shield Hero Season 2. That's going to be great.
Fuck
He
yeah,
steals
dude.
people's
Shield
hearts.
Hero.
The manga has
Man,
a
let's just
but I guarantee you the show will be better.
You ain't even worry about the anime. It's a Raptalia of the new ones. Come the fuck on.
Well, I mean, the manga is a little different
Which
than the
ones?
anime because in the anime, they didn't do the things they did in the manga. Like the manga, they don't have a castle. He never played tonsil hockey with Raftalia. None of that. They're in a giant turtle heart right now in the manga. There's nothing to do with a fucking turtle in the anime so far. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, that's a special turtle.
well,
We just wanted to see Best Girl 2019.
Nah,
I think
well, that's
Raftalia did really
debatable.
win Best Girl 2019. I'm not even joking.
She really did.
She is Best
I
Girl.
don't know.
There's no lie.
facts.
Funimation announced that a few months ago.
Like, you got
It's best-
the lolly vampire from Alta Freya, which is fucking. You got Butterfly Girl from fucking Demon Slayer. And there's quite a bit.
Oh yeah, now we're chatting. Now you're talking the language. Let's go.
Oh, Demon Slayer's so good. And I'm so sad Glitch hasn't seen it yet.
I'm pretty sure season 10
Glitch,
got
what you doing?
approved.
Like, real shit.
I don't
Michael
know.
Jackson's the enemy. Come on now.
I would
It's
rewatch
lacking.
that, like, right now. Actually, I may go rewatch that.
Damn
later,
right
because
it's
it's kind of the
Yeah,
shit.
it's.
Demon Slayer?
We need to make Glitch watch. We make it for the Thursday watch because he's the only one that actually does it.
Yeah, neither me nor Copley did watch Day, but we've seen it 400 times, so we kind of get a pass. Glitch, Jimmy, however,
me and Chris
Jimmy went extra.
had a conversation that it's a slog to get through another anime that we watched so many fucking times that we're going to start doing new animes that none of us has ever seen.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do Demon Slayer, because, I mean, we've seen Demon Slayer, although I couldn't
I would
rewatch
watch Demon Slayer
either.
over in a second.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit. I would rewatch Demon Slayer right now. That shit's
Best,
kind of the bomb.
can't remember his name, but best girl with the pig head.
Yeah, the guy with the big, I forget his
Inosuke.
name. Yeah, no,
Yeah, best girl.
Is that the girl everyone makes memes about or something like that?
No, it's a guy. He's a man and he has a pig head.
Oh,
And
you-
it's wonderful.
You poor innocent child.
Don't ever trust me.
Okay, so real
Yes,
shit,
sir.
Glitch. It's an anime where a guy is trying to fix his sister who is now a demon, and Michael Jackson is his enemy.
God, it made it sound like you want to take her to the vet. We gotta fix that bitch.
She does need a good fixing. Real shit. And I don't mean that in a sexual way, because if you lewd her,
Yes,
you need set on fire. You do not lewd her. That is
She's-
fucked.
you sent me
She's one of
losing
the
her, you fuck.
I have
She's one
not
of the
sent you
untouchables.
for thinking of somebody else. I would never send you lewd
Chris.
her. Okay?
I
no,
know.
No.
I know. you
Yeah.
are.
Come on, we all know that.
I do not lewd Nezuko. That is fucked. Okay? Thank you very much, sir. Copley's telling tales out of school, because ain't no Nezuko lewds on my phone. Mm-mm.
He likes looted Kana too for maids.
Copley, I
What?
swear to God, I will eat your fucking limbs. Do not tell lies about me, sir.
Take a note to the knee as well.
He has a 15-inch cock also, ladies.
Copley, quit telling lies about me.
15 and a half. Come on now.
Y'all need Jesus.
Jesus. Called it.
15 and a half. Shit. I don't know what
Jesus.
fucking dick you
What do you do
seen.
with your life?
Jesus. Jesus.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I don't know if
Keep
anybody's
playing.
watched it and kept up with it, but here pretty soon, Dan Machi season 3 coming soon.
Oh,
I got a finish
Really
number 2.
when?
Man, y'all done disappointed me.
I've seen
I didn't
I've
like
seen
that
season
Machi.
2.
I got to the pleasure this and
Yeah. With
started
Ishtar and
One
all
Piece,
that.
so fucking eat me.
Jimmy,
I
when's
started Bleach because I
when's
didn't like
season 2 coming
Danmachi.
out? When's
Season
season 3
3 comes
coming
out here
out?
pretty soon.
You got glitched
I
like
don't know
that
why,
right
pretty
now,
man.
and
I
I
soon.
just
fucking
It's
answered,
coming.
man.
I just lost interest in it. I guess I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. Well, I did. I don't know what to tell you. I did. I lost interest in it. Just wasn't vibing with it anymore.
Jimmy, the human CB.
Don't you mean Chibi?
No, he's making noise like a CB, you fucking clown.
Oh, a CB. Okay, I don't know what the fuck you meant. One of those CB
Oh.
transistors.
Man.
Okay, so has anybody seen that one where that chick is
Girl in the cup.
playing a? That's a different thing. Nobody needs to see that. That one where that chick is like the shield hero, but she's
Yeah.
stronger somehow,
Fuck!
and she's playing a video game. I forget what exactly. It's like something like I didn't want to get hurt, so I raised my defenses or something.
Oh yeah.
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 I didn't want to get hurt, so I raised my vitality to the max.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like an indestructible character or something in a video game. I didn't watch it, but
Maple.
I was gonna ask Jimmy if it's any good. Because again, to all you folks
Pretty
out
good.
there, Jimmy is like sensei. We go to Jimmy whenever we ask anything anime related. Ow, I got shot in the ass.
I think it's
Thank
pretty
Karma
good.
Sutra.
It's pretty good. My opinion, but I think it's pretty good.
I ain't watched it yet.
I will have to give it a try. Let's go ahead and move into topics, I guess. Let's see here. Let me get them loaded up.
Topics.
Badass female
Excuse
characters in anime. Now, this can be anybody
Oh, yeah.
from that chick from Ghost in the Shell to the chick from what's that one that people like that has the really bad animation
Libby from
that was
Black
made by the
Lagoon.
same people that did Black Lagoon. The chick from Black Lagoon's on a different level of badass. All right, she'll hurt you. Revy's great.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
I
talk
meant,
about Raven and let's talk about I forget her name, the maid,
I was talking
The
about
Nun,
Yoko
yeah.
Littner
The
earlier.
maid.
Holy
That I was looking
shit.
forward to.
the nun,
Yeah.
the nun as
No.
well, yeah, big. What about the old nun? Dude,
Only the
listen, that
fucking
old
best.
nun is something else.
Dude, the maid is badass. She just, whenever she got out that, well, no,
Got
that's the
out
little
of
maid. I was
nowhere.
talking about a different maid. The little badass too. She ain't as badass as the big maid, but the little maid's pretty cool too. The big maid's a Terminator.
The Terminator.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like Revy,
She
Revy.
is.
You think that Revy's the most badass that show can get, and then introduces like what was her name, La Muerta or something like that.
I think that's some
Some crazy shit like that. She's like the god of death or something in Venezuela.
I just realized
But
I'm
she's
getting the
not seen
maids
this
mixed
one, but
up
it's
from
great.
this show and the maid from Cat Planet Cuties.
Oh no,
What?
there's a badass maid
How
in
do
Black
you
Lagoon
get
as
that
well.
mixed up?
Listen, I ain't my ass. I got to where
you
they
seen
found the
Black
picture of
Lagoon,
Hitler.
Listen, one of them has
was
cat
funny.
ears and the other one doesn't. There's a big
Yeah,
difference.
but there's fucking nuns, and that one was little with the fucking Gatling gun. Shut up.
There's multiple. Wait, I don't remember there being nuns in Cat Planet Cuties.
She was the fucking hitman. What are
It's
you
been forever
talking
since I've seen
about?
Cat Planet. It's been high school since I've seen Cat Planet Cuties.
Am I not right, Jim? I might be wrong.
No, you might be right. Right.
Like she's a maid, but she's
ages,
dressed
I
as a
couldn't tell you.
nun. But she's a hitman. She's fucking evil.
Again, I haven't seen it in ages. You're probably right. I mean, I was talking about Black Lagoon though, which is one of my favorite animes. As brutal
No, I
as
ain't
it
got to
is.
finish it yet. Oh, no,
Oh,
that's
it's
rock's a
great.
bitch.
You haven't finished Black Lagoon?
No, I got just.
Oh God,
You-
Black Lagoon
I
made me
got to
feel
where
weird
they-
things.
They're in the submarine, and there's Hitler's painting.
What?
That's as far.
Yeah, they go on a submarine, and him and Revy have a heart-to-heart, and they find a painting of Hitler, and then they get attacked in
It's
the
not a
South China
painting of
Sea by
Hitler. It's
Nazis.
a painting of Hitler
No,
made.
it's a painting done by Hitler.
That's what I just said.
That's what I said.
They better lay in the
you.
fucking bed.
And it's
I don't have a
it's pretty
bed.
good.
You're just that low.
Damn it. Jim, come stay with me.
I have 4 wool if you want some.
Don't trust him.
Boy,
His wool's laced, Jim.
The reason we have to explain
I'm
a lot of
just
anime
making
to
a-
Glitch is because Glitch is a newer anime watcher, and I'm sort of the Yoda to Glitch, where I show him a lot of animes and I teach him a lot of things. He didn't know what the word yandere meant before he started hanging out with old Chris. So,
Chris,
Yeah.
Chris is the Yoda to Glitch, and I'm the Anakin to the younglings.
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, the
Okay.
kids.
Anakin of this dick.
It's always gonna be dick with you.
Why isn't it dick with you? That's the real question. What about Yoko Littner? I didn't like Tinga Tapa Gurren Lagann, but she was kind of a badass.
Tinga Tapa what?
Yeah, Tempa Tampa, Garen Logon was good.
I mean,
Gurren
Rim. That's all I
Lagann,
gotta say.
Gurren Lagann Glitch
Just say
is
Rim.
where there is
Rim.
a world ruled by animals who are in giant mechs, and this kid with a drill and this badass with a coat and not a coat, but a cape and a samurai with some cool glasses are trying to fight against the animals.
Hmm.
And all you need to know is row, fight the power.
Boys, there's a witch by my house.
Roll,
Ain't that
fight,
for you?
I take it down with her.
Row, fight the power. Tell him, Glitch. Not Glitch. Tell him, Jimmy.
Row, fight the power.
Fight the power. It's one of those ones where they had hip hop kind of influence the anime industry a little bit during the early 2000s. Like you can see it very evidently in Samurai Champloo, and you can kind of see it a little bit in Gurren Lagann. You can't see it as much in Gurren Lagann, but you can definitely see it more in Samurai Champloo. And if you haven't seen Samurai Champloo, you need to get on seeing Samurai Champloo. It's another immaculate one. That's one I would recommend anybody watching. This girl's looking for the Sunflower Samurai, and well, that's pretty much all I'm going to tell you is that she's looking for the Sunflower Samurai. It's worth the watch. Damn it, I need that
I
bucket.
believe.
I mean, Jimmy, you've seen it. You know that it's worth the watch.
What else is worth watch? Spice and Wolf.
No. No.
Spice and
Go
Wolf.
watch it.
Isn't that one that it's about 16th century economics?
Oh yeah.
I mean, is that one really worth the watch, or
It's a
are you just
blast.
taking the dick?
No, it's definitely worth the watch. If you haven't watched Spice and Wolf, you need to go go to that corner and think about life real quick.
Listen,
Because
it's
I haven't
all about
seen
the great
Spice and Wolf.
teacher.
Onizuka?
Honestly, it's good. No, you want to know what it's all about? It's about the tree. That's God. That's what it's all about.
I'm not allowed
Love
to
you,
talk
Jim.
about this anime. I'll get in trouble.
Why is
Apparently,
that?
I can't have an opinion on this anime. The Jimmy is reading currently, because I'll get in trouble.
I mean, do you deserve it?
No.
That tree
You
was
can
a,
have
that,
your
that,
opinion,
that
just
tree is a
doesn't mean it's not wrong.
masterpiece.
He's talking about Demon King Daimo Glitch. There's some shit that goes on in Demon King Daimo that pisses me
We
off
don't
royally that I don't want to go into because I'll just be ranting for half. So they're referencing Demon King Daimo. We have a very sordid history with Demon King Daimo that I don't want to get into because I don't want this to turn into just 30 minutes of me screaming off the top of my head about Peterhausen and how he died for nothing. So let's just leave it at that.
Fair enough.
I'm waiting for Jim.
Waiting for Jim what to go on a rant about it? I wouldn't be surprised.
He took his place. It wasn't for nothing, damn it.
Peter hasn't got all the
It's-
pussy.
Here we go. Back to topic. Before we go into this, because I don't want it to be a Tom Cruise style rant where I rant about Tom Cruise for 30 minutes. Because do not get me started about my hatred for Tom Cruise. Do not get me started. Other badasses in anime. I haven't seen much of Ghost in the Shell, but I can tell you from it. She's pretty badass. I don't know
Tom Cruise is in it.
I don't know how that chick who played Black Widow, how she did at the Ghost in the Shell movie that they did. I didn't really watch it. What did she do any good? Jimmy, you've seen Ghost in the Shell, haven't you?
She did alright.
I mean, is Ghost in the Shell
Is
Ghost in the Shell pretty good, or?
Oh yeah.
'Cause I know it's about like
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
computer.
You
people.
realize the one that did the Ghost in the Shell is one of your main top women that you want to fuck, right?
Well, every time I bring up the fact that I want to dick her down, you're
She
like,
has
fucking
herpes.
STD. Yeah, I know, and that tickles you to death. And it's like, damn it,
It
just let me
does.
have my fantasy. Just let me have my fantasy. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Let me have my fantasy.
Even your fantasy will give you herpes.
Oh, shit. That's rough.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard out there for a weeb that just wants to dick down ScarJo. Jesus. That ruined the Avengers for me. I think that's part of the reason I hate those Avengers movies, is because I just wanted to dick down ScarJo and seeing her in them tight little bodysuits, and it's like, damn, baby girl, how you doing? And I just think that she's got the dots, and I'm just like, oh, no.
They make it sound like a different disease. The dots.
Well, herpes gives you dots on your genitals.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big
Xbox.
fucking yikes for me, bud.
What, about the genitals, or about the herpes, or about the ScarJo?
D, all the above.
Or
Turns
about
out this
Copley
one
wanting to ruin
Cassie.
people's boners?
And I'm off.
Copley likes to ruin boners. He likes to ruin not boners. I can just imagine it now. I
kids.
start to have a dream about ScarJo, and then he just like pops into my dream. It's like,
herpes.
yeah, like, the bitch got STD. And it's like, fuck you.
Yo,
Just that
yo,
subtle
listen,
reminder.
it's fine. At least
I mean, Rihanna
Listen,
does
at
too. That's
least
why she
your
got fucking a
waifu
biscuit to the face.
isn't a fish.
Oh, his
Come on,
waifu
no
isn't
more.
a fish.
Fuck
No,
you.
it's a crazy bitch with a knife. And
Goddamn
the
right.
only reason she
Love
likes
Tiger.
the MC was the only reason she likes the MC is the sex
What?
book. He likes that crazy
Reading
bitch from
you
Love
changed.
Tyrant, the redhead.
I'm so proud
I
of you.
forget her name.
Akane? Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah?
I don't remember her fucking
Oh,
name,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah?
I've only
Yeah.
seen Love Tyrant
Yeah, so
twice.
you left your son Santa in the dust?
While ago.
Is that what I'm hearing? A while ago?
Sadly.
I'm proud of you, dude. You
Why
finally,
do I
you
feel
finally
like I'm
changed
about
why.
to fucking
Like I
lose?
said.
Well, dude, I got tired of the whole fucking fish jokes. My God. I mean, fish jokes non-stop. At least mine didn't swim with or lay with fucking worms. And mine didn't die of cancer, so come on.
Yeah, that joke's got old, sir. You can do all the Norman-based jokes in the world you want. Still got old. I had to change.
Listen,
I'm a
I've,
traveling Ronin without a
I've
waifu.
since then left. I've since then left behind my old waifu choices, as we all know.
Yeah, it's been forever since I've
Haven't.
heard you talk about Inori or scream Inori at the top of your lungs in a sad, crying voice.
Who's your waifu?
Pee cancer.
Sometimes you just.
If there was
you
an
know,
Nori in
noise
real
like
life,
waifu, you know.
we wouldn't have cancer.
She got the pee cancer. Sorry, I've been rewatching
Bro, there's an
Adventure Brothers.
Enderman over here being a dick right now.
Well, fuck it up, son.
I had to come get Cassie.
I like how we were supposed to be
Yeah,
talking about
but-
strong females, and for the past 20 minutes, all we've done is sit and talk about our waifus. God, boys, we are.
I mean,
just-
I'm-
You want to
I
talk
mean,
about strong
They're
females?
strong females.
I will tell you, the strongest female I know is my waifu Narmaya, by the way. Grand Blue Fantasy. Yeah. Good
I've not
taste.
seen Grand Blue Fantasy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think for me it'd have to be Aqua because she just bathes in dipshit juice, and I'm just all about it. And she's thicker than a Snicker.
Bathes in dipshit juice.
You're wrong. She's the opposite.
She's the opposite of what?
This is supposed to be super badass women. She's never done nothing badass.
No, but I mean, if we're talking about who we want to pickle, I mean that's what I'm talking about is Aqua.
When the fuck did that come up?
I don't know. We was talking about waifus. I mean, that's kind of who my waifu is nowadays. Like, gosh, like, you know, she alright, but I mean, like, she ain't no Aqua. Plus, Aqua kind of thick, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I would rather much dig down Gasa, you know, than Aqua.
Shut up. Your opinion don't matter. You like darkness. Worst girl.
Damn.
I
Wait,
do like
what?
darkness.
Is that true, Brandon?
Darkness
I
is
do
worst
like
girl.
darkness.
She's a human doormat.
I mean, I can respect it.
Jesus. Alright, well, that felt spectacular. We were talking about strong females. So
She's
let's
also
move
royalty,
on.
bitch.
Oh, yeah, because you definitely want a girl named La Latina. That'll be easy to write on a marriage license. Animation and anime. This is mostly meaning, like,
He's just a
anime
salty
that...
as cunt today.
Oh, I've always a salty cunt. I was born in salty. Like, whenever
You
I
got
came out,
salty
my
since
blood
the word
type was
comment.
an
Don't
ACL.
even.
Okay,
You
now
don't
we're
insult a man's wife with coupling.
now we're bringing
You just said
sound
it wasn't your
subject in
waifu.
this bitch.
You lying to us?
Shut up, coupling. I don't even get third degree from you.
It's reverse psychology. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. You guys definitely don't come in there and suck my dick, no matter what you do.
I don't think we should go suck his dick.
That
Fucking
sounds hella
why this
gay.
kid you
I'm
know.
not gonna lie.
That's why this kid you know bit. It's like the grapist. I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and
The
rape you in the
rapist.
mouth. Have you not seen that, Jim?
Yeah, I've seen The Rapist.
Everybody
goddamn
should have
right
seen
did.
The Grapist. That shit's funny.
So it's just like, no. Sounds kind of like rape. Look, she's practically begging for it. Look what she's wearing. What?
Look what she's
Wearing
wearing. Purple.
She's wearing purple. Oh no!
But like,
Fucking shit.
has there been any animes and the animation qualities kind of just ruined the whole anime for you? Because for me, it's like Kill la Kill. Animation and Kill la Kill made it to where I had no interest in watching Kill la Kill.
It was hard to get through Berserk with the CGI.
The
But I
2016
did.
one?
Yeah. Like any.
See,
like,
I would recommend
can-
we watch Berserk for a watch day, but I don't know if I can handle Berserk again. I don't know if I can handle the
I can-
sadness.
I can deal with like CGI's monsters and all that, but the actual anime like Ruby, I tried watching it because Jimmy told me it was amazing, and I just could not get past the art style.
I didn't give Ruby a chance because A, the art style, and B, the fandom kind of shoved it down my throat before I had a chance to watch episode 1. Everywhere you looked, it was Ruby fans just screaming about Ruby, and I think that's what turns a lot of people off of JoJo's is the fans. And I can understand why a lot of people absolutely refuse to watch JoJo's because the fans ruined them on it. And I realize as I'm saying this, I did that to Glitch, and Glitch, I apologize.
I did get Jimmy though
Okay.
a Ruby.
I'm still gonna end up
Yeah,
watching
Ruby
one
one
way or
right
the
here.
other.
It's,
Wow.
yeah, it's
She's
right
sitting-
over his head right now.
Oh yeah. She sits there.
For 1 year for Christmas, I got Copley a pocket watch from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I think
got
that's
it
the
up
coolest
there.
weed gift.
I got my
did
JoJo
it
hat.
did it say Ed word?
It does have the name, not the name, but the. I didn't realize you was making that joke. That's like that meme that goes around. It's like, don't fuck with us Full Metal Alchemist fans. We have one joke.
Oh no.
But damn,
somebody's
they kind of
calling
be
me.
right though.
No, they got that, and then the whole automeal will cost you an arm and a leg, possibly a mother
Oh fuck.
Okay, we have 2 jokes.
or a brother.
But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist is good. And I got him a
Spoiler alert.
JoJo hat. But to be fair, the JoJo hat also comes with another JoJo hat, and I have the other one. And it is not as good
Yeah, I gave
quality.
you the pins though.
Yeah,
Mm.
so give and take. And I don't know where they're at. They were on my woolen hat, but I will get a better hat eventually. They're both Jotaro's hats. They're from part 3 and 4.
Yeah.
What was we talking about though? We was
I
talking
got you
about
a bunch
animation.
of Devil May Cry stuff.
Yeah, because we have I have not can't talk.
The Rebellion
That sword that I hang.
shirt.
Yeah, I have the Rebellion that I hang over top of my car.
Meatballs to protect them.
I thought you was gonna say your bed whenever you slay the pussy, but you know.
Oh,
Not right now.
still not done. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Keep the show going. Yeah, Chris got
Chris
disconnected.
is
We'll
Chris
just keep
is
going.
BC,
Don't let the show die.
Ripperoons.
yeah.
Jim, what, in your opinion, is best fight in anime history that you've watched?
Ooh.
Because
No, I've seen a lot of them.
after watching the Cake Island One Piece, Luffy versus how do you say his name, Katakura, or
Yeah.
the dude that does the donuts? Yeah, that was one of the most extreme fights I've ever seen. But with that being said, when Luffy went Snake Man mode, spoiler alert, that kind of was a letdown.
Wait, did you
But
say
the fight before was just brutal.
best fights?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
of
best
what
fights.
Jimmy's watched, like his main top 5.
You know, it's
Ooh.
rough because I've seen a lot of good
It's like you.
ones.
What-
Lots of good ones.
He's like, why are you doing this to me, man?
I mean, Chris just DQ'd or DC'd. We gotta keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, true.
Many good ones. That's hard.
Oh, actually,
hard to pick
I'll
from.
take it back. I think my favorite fight of all time is Gilgamesh versus what's his name? The one that's a future version in
Oh, Emiya.
yeah, him. That is one of the most brutal fights ever. I do believe, in my opinion.
Fight series has some good fights.
Oh yeah.
One that I liked. I know this is gonna sound like cliche and all that, but the All Might and One for All. Or
Oh, that was
all
a hell of a fight,
Oh,
man.
that's
all
really-
for one.
That's a really good fight.
Oh fuck!
Mhm.
If that goes back to it, then let me change it. Issei versus Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
High school lead.
Let's go DXD.
Hmm.
That's school tickets, you dumbass. Not school the dead.
Oh shit!
Jim's not here right now.
Please
That did have some crazy fights.
I'm
against
thinking, did I
Longest.
say High School of the Dead?
You did.
You
totally
did.
Okay,
did.
then I'm an idiot. That's
You-
definitely
You
the
get a
dude.
point. You get a point off your main card now. I'll do it when I come back up there.
Let me think. I'm trying to think, because there's so many, dude. So many that I've seen.
Oh yeah.
There's
And
like
one of my personal
too
favorites.
many to pick from.
I mean, the most letdown fight I could
Oh, is it-
possibly
this
say
is-
right off the bat is Bleach. You know what one I'm talking about, Jim. We just won't go into details because Chris is watching it. Actually, I take that back. My least favorite fight that I've ever seen is fucking Part 5 JoJo, the main end. That pissed me off royally through anything.
I mean, even though I haven't seen it, the 7-page Muda.
Oh, that's The 7-page movie is amazing. It is beautiful. If that would have been the final fight, I would have creamed everywhere.
Just uncontrollably.
Yeah, like the 7-page movie was a non-stop punch fuck fest. And then, I
Best
mean,
way to
least you
put
ever
it.
plan on watching JoJo?
Eventually, yes. Eventually.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I bitched about the ending, told you what it was before, but you probably don't remember, so I won't go in detail. But it is the biggest letdown, in my opinion. Chris didn't mind it, and I think Jim, you didn't. Did you hate it? Or did you just accept it?
I didn't particularly like it, and I didn't particularly hate it.
I mean, you can't go from the fight of Jotaro and Dio, how fucking brutal that is, then to go to what they did.
Bless you.
But back to the whole point. It's all you, Jim. What was your favorite top fight?
Sorry about that, guys. My internet's real bad.
It's all good.
You're fine. I kept the ball rolling, bro.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
What are we
I
talking about?
Your favorite fights
I'm going to go
your best-
because
your favorite best fights.
just for the sake of conversation, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the recent one. It was Tanjiro versus the Lower Moon in Demon Slayer.
Oh, that was a good fight.
That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, because it was the reason being because it is one of the most best fights we've had in a while.
Is that the
Yeah,
one you're
man.
talking about? Is the spider dude, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm a weeaboo people. I'm just not good with the names.
For me, it's that episode of Mob Psycho 100 where the guy with the helix fists attacks Mob. That was a cool fight. He threw that man through a building. Like, that was...
I gotta check that out.
Any of
That
the
glyph you
fights from
sent
Mob
me of
Psycho
that
100
was
are just...
crazy.
Any of the fights from Mob Psycho 100 could be on the list. I mean, they're just... They're My Hero Academia levels of good. They're not Fate level. Fate fights are on another level. And as far as Fate fights go, I mean, to me, I don't really keep up with the Fate series anymore, but out of what I've seen, the fight with Hercules in Fate Unlimited Blade Works was just...
See, I was
Good.
right there with you, but I did Gilgamesh versus fuck. Jim knows his name.
Emiya or Archer.
Yeah,
Shiro
For
Emiya.
people that haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
just get
was
Archer.
good fight scenes, though. Or what about Cell versus Gohan, if we're going to go a little basic? Cell versus Gohan, whenever he goes Super Saiyan 2,
Oh,
and
I
he's missing
went.
an arm, and he does the father-son Kamehameha.
I went basic when you weren't here. I said the All Might versus All for one fight.
I mean, just because
basic,
My
though.
Hero is popular
That's a
doesn't
hell
mean
of a
it's basic.
fight.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. The only reason I say that it's basic with the Cell Gohan is because Dragon Ball Z's story has been done to fucking death. Or, I know I've mentioned it before on the podcast, the Naruto Pain fight. The Naruto Pain fight was, like, the animation was a little wonk, but it was a great fight.
I liked it.
That, or if you're wanting to go a little newer in Boruto, the Naruto Sasuke versus Momoshiki fight. Not the movie fight, because the movie fight was not as good as the fight from the show. The fight from the show was much better than the movie fight. Because if you watch, they did the same thing. They did the same thing that they did with
But better.
the Golden Frieza arc on Super. They did it better in the show than they did it in the movie. And I mean, not to say the Golden Frieza movie was
movie
good.
was really good.
Do you think the fight was better with Golden Frieza in the movie, or do you think it was better in the show?
I don't think that was like actually separated. I'm pretty sure it was just legit the same.
Well, I might only
Jim, what do you think?
I'm remembering wrong.
No, they changed the anime in Boruto. I know that for a fact.
No, I meant for the Frieza
Yeah, they
fight.
did.
I know they changed the animation, and even what Momoshiki looks like whenever he goes Ultimate. I remember they changed that. I know for a fact I was talking about Dragon Ball.
There were a few different things for that fight, but all in all, it was still a good fight.
I know the Broly movie was absolutely great.
Well, see, for
Oh,
me,
yes, it was.
I think one of the things when you go to Dragon Ball and everything else is the original movie, the one where Beerus comes. I think it's Resurrected.
Oh yeah,
Or is
Battle
that
of
for
Gods.
Frieza? Yeah, Battle of Gods, where they're going ham down there in the underground, and Goku, Sean Schimmel goes, "I will not let you destroy my planet." That is one of the hardest screams in anime I've ever heard in my life.
I just didn't like the way his head was moving, and he said, "I will not let you destroy this world." I thought they was moving a
That
little
was like
fast.
the best.
I thought that was done a
I
little
loved
better
it.
in the sub.
I mean, you gotta give
So,
that
so Glitch, we've been going about 45 minutes. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, just about.
we ain't even captured half
Alright.
of it.
So, let's go
When
ahead.
you was always talking about how
and-
shitty part 5's main fight was.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I love part 5. Part 5 is so good.
The ending
The
was shit,
7-page
you know
Muda.
it.
The 7-page Muda makes up for it. Okay, the 7-page
It does
Muda.
not
He
make
could
up
have
for it.
literally. No, look. Okay, listen. Araki could have made the last episode of Part 5 just a video of him bending a biscuit onto a picture of Diavolo, and I would have still said that Part 5 was a masterpiece. Okay, because the 7-page Muda more than made up for it. The rest of the show more than made up for it, except for Mista shooting himself every 5 minutes. But
Like Mista is
that's
the
just
best girl, don't even.
yeah, Mista is the Speedwagon of Part 5. I will give you that. Let's go ahead and let's do our watch day, and then we will do our recommendations for the week, and we will go ahead and end this episode. So, watch day. Glitch, you were watching Dead Man Wonderland for the first time. I had seen it for the first time back in high school, and I absolutely loved it. From the theme song, which is still a bop to this day, to whenever it aired on Adult Swim, it's just
Still downloaded on my phone.
Wait,
yeah,
it aired on
it's
Adult
a
Swim?
great. Oh hell yeah, it aired
Yeah.
on Adult Swim. That's why there's 2 different versions of the openings. One where you can see boobies and one where you can't. Like it was on Adult Swim forever. Like Sword Art Online's been on Adult Swim, JoJo's has been on Adult Swim, Cowboy Bebop was on Adult Swim forever. Like forever and a day that was on Adult Swim.
I think it still is.
Like My Hero is on Adult Swim. They still play it.
Seriously?
Demon Slayer's on Adult Swim. Yeah, Adult Swim has a lot of good anime. Hell, they helped dub a lot of good anime. I mean,
Huh. I didn't know
you
that.
name it, it's been on Adult Swim probably if it's a good dub anime. If it's a big, good dub anime. Every Saturday they have this thing called Toonami. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, Glitch, but it's been around
That's what
since me
Dragon
and
Ball
Copley
Z
were
always
kids.
was.
Yeah. Me and Copley would watch it whenever we were kids every Saturday if we caught it on. That's what Samurai Champloo was on. That's what... yeah, they've had plenty of them. Let's just say that. And every Saturday to this day.
And then it was every day. Like when I
Hey,
come
they're
home
still
from
selling-
school, I would watch all the Dragon Ball like being played. Dragon Ball Z.
Well, they're still showing Naruto Shippuden, so they've not even started Boruto yet. They're still showing Naruto Shippuden on Adult Swim. Which, I mean, to be fair, Boruto, most of it is a big snore, and Boruto could be a lot better.
It's good. I liked it.
It's gonna get better anyway. Like if they don't
Listen,
put it on
they-
indefinite hiatus like I heard they are, they're getting ready
They
to do
gave
the
me
shit
more
with his arm and
Jiraiya.
eye.
I don't give a flying fuck. They could give me straight shit like Part 5's ending. They gave me more Jiraiya,
Just
so I
hear
didn't
the-
care.
I can hear the angry JoJo fanboys in the comment section, and I'm going to be leading them. So, Glitch, what was your initial response to your first watch through of Dead Man 1? So, you haven't watched it before, and you kind of power watched it, but like, what was your initial
I
reaction to it?
definitely
What did you
power
think?
watched it.
This is fucking brutal.
That too. Didn't expect it to be
Cheers,
that
nice
very
tits.
much. Yes, that too as well. I didn't expect there to
Blood,
be that much.
swearing.
Yeah, I didn't expect there to be that much profanity. I think that's what
Jonathan's
really.
fucking hairstyle.
So great. Crow's
yeah.
best girl.
I think that's what really
said
caught me
Gonto.
off guard was the all the swearing like it was nothing. Once I heard asshole, cunt, and all that, I was like, whoa.
So like I said, it was on
Pump the
Adult Swim,
brakes.
but I guarantee you they used a different version of the dub for that.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
ghost stories all over again.
Yeah,
No!
for real. For real, I was like, oh, am I watching the right show here? Come on.
Hold on, Gene. How do you feel about ghost stories?
How do I feel about ghost stories? I think it is Jim. It's one of the best dubbed anime
Agreed.
to ever grace our presence. And you should go watch it.
I've
Agreed.
watched
You've
it.
never seen Ghost Stories. For those of you not in the know, good listeners, Ghost Stories is where there was a shitty Japanese show called Ghost Stories that came out, and the sub just did what they were supposed to, very
So
unimaginative.
bad.
The whole show basically just ripped off like 10 different horror movies, and then kept ripping off the same horror movies 2 or 3 times throughout the entire show. There were 2 or 3 episodes wherever the ghost was like, hey, we're going to do The Ring. Oh no, we're going to do The Ring again. And it's like, they just, the ghosts were
They had no
unimaginative.
care.
Yeah, the guy who wrote it was just like, quick cash grab, yoink. And then whenever the dub got a hold
Didn't
of it,
work.
they realized that what they were dealing with was a big old flaming bag of caca. And they were like, look, the people in Japan don't care, okay? The people who are paying us don't care. They just want us to release this thing because anime is starting to get popular in the West, and they just need more anime to be out there. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do a little something fun. We're just going to not give a and improv the whole show. So that's what they did. They got in there and they improv the whole show. Like, they rewrote the characters. Like, the main girl is from a long line of quasi-lesbian ghost hunters. The cat is a snarky-ass demon. The purple-haired girl, who is in touch with the quasi-lesbian
Jesus
ghost
freak.
mom, is... Yeah, she is a religious nut. Leo is Jewish now. That's his whole character, is he's Jewish. And the guy who is like considered the main dude, I guess, he is
just
a
wants
huge
to fuck.
pervert, and that's what his character is. Yeah, he just wants some fuck. Like, that's the whole
She
show.
also has a
And
potato
they-
retarded brother.
Oh my god, that
Yeah, he has a
screams for
brother
no
who's mentally
fucking reason.
handicapped, but yeah, it's great. Like, one of the best lines in the whole show, and it's really controversial today, but one of the best lines in the whole show is just him sitting there crying, and if she hears "For Elise" by Beethoven one more time, the ghost will kill her. Well, he says, "I don't want you to die." She goes, "I'm not gonna die." And he's still crying, and she goes, "What's wrong? I told you I'm gonna be okay." And he goes, "No, these pajamas make me look gay." Or whenever all the ghosts are taking over everybody, and they bust into a police call box, and he goes, "Drop the donuts, Serpico, we need help."
The amount of fucks
Just the whole
not
show
given.
is just a fucking gem.
Pretty sure there's racism
Yeah, they
in it
just-
too, aren't they?
No, there wasn't racism. There was just like jokes that would not be okay to tell if you were amongst company who are easily offended. Like the episode wherever they're
100%.
training that little boy who's mentally handicapped for the Special Olympics. Because in the actual show, there was no Special Olympics. And as he's running, he's going, "You want to be an Air Force Ranger. You don't want to get raped by strangers.
Strangers.
Think of a big black man chasing you," and then he runs 5 feet and then just collapses at exhaustion. And he goes, "Well, he's not racist." Real shit. No, watch Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is one of the best dubs ever made, and I could just go on for hours and hours about stories from that
We
show
stopped on
that
episode
are just
19. We gotta finish it.
immaculate.
Yes,
Yeah, we have to finish it. I mean, real shit. Watch Ghost Stories, though. Hand to God, watch it. If you are not easily offended and you like to laugh, watch Ghost Stories.
It'll be one of the best
But back to
damn
Dead Man
laughs
Wonderland.
in your life.
Glitch, what did you
Guarantee
think?
it.
What did you think about them using blood as a weapon? I thought that was very odd, and I thought it was very innovative. I thought that it was very outside of the box. You know?
It
Makes you
definitely
think if
was.
somebody
Anime
had
usually has a
AIDS, it would
good-
be a death sentence.
Anime is usually very outside the box with their fighting styles and their weapons and their ideas, and it's very much just repeating a lot of the same shit in the West. But in the East, they do have some cookie cutter crap. But then you get something like Dead Man Wonderland, who is just like a bottle of lightning that they've managed to capture, and it's just so good.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't see something
Chris,
like
I
this.
need you to do me a favor.
Get your pants cock out of my mouth, because it sounds like you're
Yep.
gonna say "Get your pants cock out of my mouth." Well, I mean,
Super hard.
I mean, look, be honest with me here, okay? When's the last time you saw a movie and thought, "Gee, that looks original and good"?
True.
That don't look like it's been done 400 times before. I mean, like, How many times they've remade Van Helsing? How many times they've remade Frankenstein? How many times you've
Listen,
seen
the first
a
Van
movie about
Helsing
a dystopia?
is a freaking beautiful movie.
You're talking about the one with Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackman, not
Yes.
Jackman. Hugh Jackman, that's a good movie. I agree with you. That's a good movie.
Them
But they've
Vampire
remade it
Girls
10
was
times
the
since
main
then.
one where I got. Oh my god.
Shut up, Glitch. They've remade it 10 times since then. And it's not been as good at all either of the times. The last original movie that I can think of that has come out and it did not do very well in the box offices and it was a great movie is, honest to God, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. They took a bunch of
It's
old
on
fairy tales.
Hulu.
Good movie. They took a bunch of old fairy tales and they found a new and interesting way to put them together, and they set it in Victorian London. I thought it was a very wonderful movie. It did not do very well in the box offices, though. Great movie, though. Imaginative, outside of the box, but that's the thing with a lot of Western audiences. They don't want to see imaginative. They don't want to see outside of the box. They want to see the same shit slogged to them over and over again. You don't get something cool like a Studio Ghibli film. You guys ever seen the Studio Ghibli films? I'm sure Jimmy will back me up on this. Studio Ghibli has put out some amazing crap. Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah, see, Jimmy, you're backing me up on this. Howl's Moving Castle. What is it? My Neighbor Totoro. Spirited Away. Jimmy, help me out
Those
here.
are
Let me think of some
all
more.
on. Either Netflix or Hulu. I didn't really like them.
Oh, they're great movies. Spirited Away, that's my favorite. I love Spirited Away. I've not seen My Neighbor Totoro, but I know of My Neighbor Totoro. You know, I know what it's genuinely about, and I don't believe I've seen Howl's Moving Castle as much as I should. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I know I've seen Spirited Away, and Spirited Away changed me as a kid because they kept showing it on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I don't like the art style of it.
Well, I mean, that's the Studio Ghibli art style. You just have to get past the art style. You got to remember, it was a different time.
Can't do it.
I know you don't like a lot of older anime. You won't go back and watch
Makes
a
me
lot
feel
of
like
old
I'm
anime
watching.
because
I'll go back and watch it. I just makes me feel like I'm trying to watch Inuyasha for a good 2 hours. I'd rather eat a bullet.
yeah, Inuyasha is not as good as I remember Inuyasha being, and that makes me sad.
It's like
because
Knights
I
of the
remember Inuyasha
Roxbury.
being good.
When as kids, it was amazing, and then you try watching it now, it's like, why in God's name, Will Ferrell, did you do this?
I remember Inuyasha's fight scenes being so much cooler than they are, but it's just he jumps at a demon and wins Scar, and that's it.
That's
That's the
literally
whole
it.
fight. Like you watch something like Mob Psycho
That
again,
or
and
see
I know
it.
I need to get Mob Psycho's dick out of my mouth, but you watch something like Mob Psycho and the amazing fight scenes in that where there's people being yeeted through buildings, you know, and this bitch empty, yeet! And then you watch something like Inuyasha, where I guess the main story is the love story that's going on between Kagome and Inuyasha, but I don't know. I guess it's where it's a shoujo and not a shonen, and what we're looking for in a fight scene, I guess, is a shonen fight scene, which is your traditional
silverfish come
your-
from? I'm
your
sorry for
Naruto,
interrupting
your
you.
Bleach, your One Piece. You're fine. You know, shit like that. Those are traditional shonen. And I believe that you could categorize Dead Man Wonderland, because we keep getting sidetracked. You can categorize Dead Man Wonderland as a shonen because it's about a young man who is coming up, pulling himself up by his bootstraps, and it has good fight scenes in it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
To talk about Dead Man Wonderland, because we haven't explained the premise of it, and I realized we didn't do that last week with My Bride is a Mermaid. A boy named Gonta is just going to school one day, and all of a sudden, this floating red figure, who I don't remember what he calls it, the masked man, I think?
The red
this
man.
floating red dude, red man.
Calls him the red man.
And he just explodes the whole class and kills everyone in class but Gonta. Teachers, students, all of them. All just like turned into a thin red paste. And
It's fucking
Gonta is put on
obliterated.
trial for it. Yeah, Gonta is put on trial for it.
So good.
And he is accused of murdering his entire class. His lawyer says, "Oh, I'll get you off of it. I'll get you, out of this. You're a cool kid." Not the lawyer. Lawyer is the warden for a high-tech prison where these people get sent, and it's like an amusement park, and all of the convicts are the entertainment. They have to run mazes that are death mazes. They have to, basically they work as slaves.
It's basically Death
And-
Race, but an anime.
Yeah, And blood.
Anyway, Gonta basically
And
gets
blood.
shafted and sent to this fucked up prison. It's like prison
And let's
school,
check
but not a
staple.
school. It's like prison school, but there's less titties, basically.
Yeah.
Prison
Whole
school's
lot less
amazing.
titties. Prison school is great. I never said that prison school was bad. I'm just saying it's like prison school, but there's a whole lot less boobies.
It was pretty good.
Jimmy, you read
liked
the
it.
manga all the way through for this. Is there anything you'd like to say about Dead Man Wonderland? Anything I might have missed in the synopsis?
Not really,
Other
because
than-
they're all like major spoilers. I think it's like
Well, I mean-
I read through the anime like section of it last night. It's like chapter 20 something, maybe 30.
Well,
Still got like 20
I did miss
this
out
way.
on the fact that he has to participate in death battles where everybody uses their blood as a weapon,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and everybody's given code
they
names.
use I don't know if you touched on it, but they use nicknames
Woodpecker.
as well instead of their real names.
Yeah, like he's Woodpecker,
Gross,
there's
man.
Hummingbird,
Woodpecker.
Crow,
Hummingbird,
Yeah.
Crow, and I forget some of the others, but they're
and then
the
you just have
Hummingbird,
Shiro,
yeah.
who is just this cotton
Yeah.
candy of a human being. She's like, what if cotton candy came to life? She's just the greatest, just an adorable little thing.
Mm.
That's Chopper from One Piece.
She's like the Chopper of One Piece, but a girl, and adorable, and not a talking reindeer that turns into a JoJo character.
He turns into what? Way more than that, bud.
I've not seen One Piece. I don't have 400 episodes and a half.
Oh, you got way more than that.
I don't have 1,000 episodes to spend on one TV show. I have more anime to watch than that. But basically, that's our poorly put together synopsis of Dead Man Wonderland. Basically, it's prison, blood fight, watch it. That's all I can really tell you. We can't really tell you anything more without going into spoiler territory, and we would like all of you to check it out on your own accord. Like, we can't force you to watch the show. We want you to watch it, though. We greatly appreciate it.
Recommending it.
And we don't have what show we're going to do for Watch Day next time already lined out. But I guess it'll just be a surprise, because it'll be a surprise to us whenever we figure out what it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
It may be Demon Slayer, it may not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But let's do our anime recommendations, boys, and sign out because we've been going about an hour now. For me,
anime.
yeah, we're recommending anime, Jimmy. That's what we do every week at the end of the show. We recommend the anime, and then we allow our guests to plug something, and then we plug our Twitter and Glitch's Twitch. So we'll go in order of how we are in the party. I'll go and recommend an anime, and then Jimmy can recommend one, and then Copley, and then Glitch. For me, I would like to recommend, let's see, I don't have one picked. Just pull one off the top of my head. Princess Reconnect Dive, I guess. It's not bad. I watched the first episode of it, and it seemed pretty good, you know. Or, you know what? Never mind. Zatch Bell. I recommend Zatch Bell. Zatch Bell
You
is
watch that now?
Yeah, I've seen Zatch Bell. I've seen quite a bit of Zatch Bell whenever I was a kid. I mean, it's a shonen, and it's made for kids, but, you know, it's not bad. It's got a pretty good story to it. I recommend Zatch Bell. Jimmy, do you have an anime you'd like to recommend to the good folks at home?
Well, it's either Tower of God, because it's definitely gonna get good, or
Power Soup?
you definitely need to go and watch Spice and Wolf. Underrated,
Alright,
by the
so
way.
Jimmy is Tower of God or Spice and Wolf. Copley, do you have an anime that you'd like to bring to the table and share with the good kids at home?
Oh. Oh, fuck, I can't. Me and Jim was watching it. It's, The Girl Who Chants. Ain't that how you say it? You know, The Girl Who Chants?
You know, the girl who chants, yeah.
Yeah,
think it's a good luck
that's awesome. I'll be right back. Somebody's calling. What was?
Glitch,
Hey,
do you have one that you'd like to recommend to the good folks at home?
I'm watching this now. If you like a good romance, My Love Story.
I think we've used that one before, but you know what? I'll take it. Jimmy, do you have anything that you'd like to plug? Yeah, any YouTube channels? Would you like to plug your Twitter? Anything?
Plug this dick.
Anything at all that you'd like to Let the good folks at home know you're doing.
His dick.
I will take that as a no.
Besides his dick.
Glitch giggles
Well,
every
anyway.
time I'm gonna say it.
Our glitches, the Twitch is in the description. So is my Twitter. Copley's will probably be in the description if he can figure it out and send the name of it to Glitch.
No,
That's a maybe.
I already plugged in last week's episode as well.
Oh, you put in Copley's as well?
Yeah.
Well, if you have any questions about the
Found mine?
podcast or suggestions or what have you,
Awesome.
please feel
I don't
free
know,
to
it's-
tweet in.
It's on my
Feel free to
tablet.
tweet me or mention it to Glitch on his
Stream.
on his stream. You can find us usually on his streams whenever he does stream. Me and Copley is usually there to hang out with him unless he's playing Warfare. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'd like to thank Jimmy for guest starring on this episode.